Morning YouTube, back out again in the yard, got some new gear to test out. Picked up a hot tent recently, so I figured I'd set it up. We had a snowstorm coming, got about 3 inches so far, so it was covered in snow this morning, but today it decided to all melt off once I started the wood stove. It's about 30 degrees right now. I'm interested to see what it is inside. This is a 4-person hot tent, so right now I have my little, I don't know if you can see it, the chimney for the stoves coming out. It has a stove jack. You can either use the stove jack or take it out. It has a piece to cover it. It's a seal nylon tent, so it's nice and waterproof. All the snow melted off as soon as I lit the stove up this morning, so I'm interested to see what it is inside. I'm gonna walk you around with it real quick, tell you some stuff. So let me get you switched around here. So nylon, like I said, it's 13 feet across on the bottom, so from this side to that side it's 13 feet. Then back here is your stove jack. So it's fireproof material that velcros over the hole, and you roll up the section that velcros over top when you're not using the stove jack. Has 2 vents on the top. So right now I have them closed down to the low setting, but you can lift those up, make them a lot bigger. 2 doors on the front and back, one on the front, one on the back. Nice and waterproof. You can see the water just beads up off of it. So it has 8 stakes total, and we're gonna go inside and I'll bring it back. Alrighty YouTube, we're in the tent now, and it's nice and toasty. It is 65 degrees in here and it's 30 outside. The stove's only been going for about maybe 10 minutes, something like that. So over here you can see I got my little Deer Family wood stove. Has an eye you can take out the top, and then has a little window in the door, but that turned black quick, so it might burn off, it might not. Have a little damper here that you can adjust. And then I added another damper here on the chimney, so that'll help you be able to regulate the stove better. And inside up here is the stove jack, so it goes right through the side of the tent. That way everything stays one side of the tent. I'm sitting over here with the stove. There's one door, and then this whole area over here, it's 13 feet to each side, but inside with the snow laying on it, you have about at least 8 feet, and by 4 feet, so more than enough room for 2 people over there. One thing that I'm glad that I did, and I really wasn't going to, but to be honest, I'm glad I did, was I picked up a little carbon monoxide alarm. So right now everything's good, has a temperature gauge on it, humidity. As far as condensation in here, it's really not bad unless the snow's touching it. There is condensation where the snow's touching the sides of the tent. Other than that, the wood stove seems to dry it off. But back to the carbon monoxide detector. I had the stove open a little bit so that I could get the fire going. Turn you around here. And the alarm actually went off. So it went up to 75 parts per million for carbon monoxide. So if you're gonna mess with a hot tent, I definitely recommend getting a carbon monoxide detector. I didn't think I had to worry about that with burning wood, but apparently you do. Learn something every day. Thanks to everybody on the Facebook group for hot tents that I'm in for making sure you talk me into getting one. But once I close the stove up, it's been fine. It's getting really toasty in here though. I like it. I definitely wouldn't do an overnight in here, but unfortunately all the state parks are closed, so I gotta look into where I can go or just move it to a different section of the yard that's not on a hill. But we'll see. I'm more excited to get some moto camping in for you guys. I'm tired of just looking at motorcycles in the garage going, I want to ride it. But let's see. Put some more wood in the stove here. Let's see what we got. So, sorry if I'm giving anybody seasick or anything. So inside the stove, you can see nice fire going. I haven't exactly figured out how to regulate the stove yet, but so far so good. I definitely recommend that little stove. You have to burn them off. See, I got some rust starting, so I'm gonna have to get some oil on that. Just some olive oil or something, season it like a skillet. But I'd recommend the stove. I've been messing with it for a while. And you have to burn them off, get all the protective coatings off of it, or it really stinks. It gets like the burning plastic smell. But it has the 2 racks on it, so you can either keep things warm or dry stuff off. Put your socks on the outside edges or something. But overall, I really like it. I'm gonna close this down just a bit. But if you guys could, thanks for watching. Like I said, give me a thumbs up, like the videos. If you want to see something else, if you want to see the overnight in a hot tent, let me know. I'll definitely want to do one. But like I said, the condensation up top isn't bad at all. Once you get to about halfway down, it starts to get a little bit, and then when there's snow, it's just wet. So as long as you're not up against the sides in the snow, you're probably fine. Definitely a trade-off, but with the wood burner, with you breathing, it's going to dry the air out in here. So might get a little fan to put on top of it. That way it'll blow the air instead of just going straight up. But if you're gonna mess with a hot tent, definitely get a little carbon monoxide detector. I didn't think I needed one, but you need one. So far though, since it's been closed up, I haven't had any issues. So thanks for watching. If you can, give me a like, subscribe. I'm gonna keep making more videos. Can't wait for the weather to break here pretty soon. It's gonna be March 1st next week, or actually this weekend. So if you could, give me a like, subscribe, come on my next adventure with me. Thanks. Bye.